The Raiders dominated their first matchup against the Broncos. Can Denver even the score? Find out next on EA Sports.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Las Vegas Raiders. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And CD, you look at the Raiders in this matchup, you figure they've got to be looking forward to this one. They've got a clear advantage on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and they totally understand it, not just by running the numbers, but those numbers do play into it because you've got one of the better passing offenses in the league, a top 10 unit, going up against one of the poor defenses in the league. So I think we're going to see these guys take some shots downfield. But right from the start, I expect them to attack and get right after them.
And off we go from Denver. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. Well, instead of fourth down after the incompletion, it'll be first down, roughing the passer.
Coaches love their defenses to be aggressive, but they want them to be smart as well. Have to leave the quarterback alone at a certain point.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up second and 2 at the Raiders' 38-yard line.
On second down now, it's Williams. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And now that brings up fourth down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. A play fake, now Fields to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there for the Raiders. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. He's got a man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Broncos nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5s.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ashton Davis, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, short throw hauled in by Croft. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and 14.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have... Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So the Broncos come back out as we give you a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays.
And the Raiders have got him. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. On second down, Williams. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Burrow on play action. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there for the Raiders.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Open space inside the 10. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll try to run this one in. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 21-0.
Broncos, nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Burrow's throw taken in by Sutton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, he's got it to Williams. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On third down, Burrow. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this one is right through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big play there just before halftime.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Off play action, Fields.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Mecole Hardman in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line ready to go. 1 second, all that remains.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will be an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
On play action, Fields. Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now a hook up downfield on second down. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3.
It's a big play there for Vegas. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Yeah, and he's had a heck of a game so far, up over 100 yards receiving already. And it's not all been air yards as we saw right there. He's so good that when he gets space to maneuver, he can often turn it into a big play after the catch.
And according to the next-gen stats, he covered nearly 40 yards after the catch.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lambo on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and 2, now Burrow. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here we go.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 47. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. He stiff arms him, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
2nd and 6.
We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On 2nd down, it's Williams. And he's going to be close to a 1st down as he gets this to the Raiders' 23. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And his kick is good. And that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit. Kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession.
And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about to...
And got his man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And the Raider 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields. Completion here to Claypool. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead will swell by one more. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by...
Now Burrow loses the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Javonte Williams and the rest of the Bronco offense back out onto the field. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Burrow looking to pass. Short throw hauled in by Croft. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
First down. Here's Burrow. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Hey, check Mike 6. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 6.
Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Burrow. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Pushes him over. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And the Las Vegas first down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Let's go!
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Burrow. And the Raiders have got him. Jamin Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Broncos on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. And the grab by Croft. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 132 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
It's 2nd and inches.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.